wasn't my fault.
The sun is forever.
The sun is forever.
Find me, Arjun. I need you.
I know. I need you to. Scan for Sultari signals. Right. I need to find her on my own. find you.
Function restored.
She was there.
Jerome? Sheridan?
Tom?
It was promised!
I need to know that I just made the right decision.
It's me, boss.
Haven't seen Tarn since he sabotaged our ship. Thought he was dead. Just like you.
Wait, how long?
Since the last time the sun died.
Yeah, I remember seeing the eclipse and then...
was good people. You can come out.
Tarn.
Arjun? Tarn. No. What happened?
Where have you been? And what did you do?
Nothing. I don't know what to tell you, Kate. It feels like I only just left and Tarn jumps me.
You left us here. We've lost people. There's no way to get home, and you
Kayla,
you can just...
he's returned to us. That is what matters.
Time for this later. Kayla, Stack, go make sure Tarn didn't mess with any other equipment. While Jerome and I deal with this.
Means you too, mate.
Argent, there's a Soltari signal out there. It's our best shot at finding the colony.
Let's find our people before that signal disappears. I'll follow when you're ready.
I'll find them and make sure everyone's safe. Plot a route to that Soltari signal.
Map data corrupted. Marking approximate location.
Let's find that signal and bring back some good news.
On it, Jay.
That lot in the passage is all that's left of us. And they're ready to break.
Jay, do we know anything about this civilization yet?
Whatever it was, it's a graveyard now.
But Soltari said there was nothing.
Focus on the rescue, mate.
Unknown power signature detected. Integration suggested. Power integrated. Open the path.
on for days. You really don't remember?
Feels like no time at all.
We kept searching for the colonists the whole time. Odds are looking grim at this point.
No, they're safe, Jerome. Everyone on those ships is safe. Is this ours? Echelon 4 gear.
Confirmed. Vandalism locked.
Such a small thing. Just a little cut in the right place and boom, no more ship. I felt for them. I really did. Their despair as our only way home burned. But I had to do it. Pain is the first step on the path.
I found a log at Tarn's camp. Didn't sound like him anymore. What the hell happened while I was gone?
Just about everyone lost their damn minds.
Jerome, eyes up, we've got trouble.
Now you see the kind of shit I've been dealing with. Best we avoid that thing.
Soltari weapon detected. Soltari assault rifle. High-speed auto fire.
This was Tarn's favorite. Jay, I see a tower.
I haven't seen anything like that. But the ground keeps shifting each time I go back out.
What are you talking about?
This world, mate. Carcosa keeps changing its mind.
Maybe we can find a way to the city.
Big planet, mate. One thing at a time. Find the signal.
Extreme threat detected.
What is this place? Is this some sort of temple? Was that them? The ancients?
Biological evidence required. Iconography depicts a ritual. Context unknown.
Hey, Red. Yeah, I'm sure he'd think so. Okay, I guess we go this way. What horrible thing that's gonna try to kill me next? I can't wait. Nice. Hashtag goals. Sure.
Give me a scan.
Unknown technology. Lucite composite constructed centuries ago.
Alright. What are we gonna do with the ISR on?
Glorious.
Jay, I think I messed up.
I don't know why people gripe. You're supposed to do that. That's what gets the other segments of your channel into the algorithm. They should be making shorts too. But that's just my opinion. Maybe some people can pull it off. I have to make shorts as well. Otherwise, people don't see my videos. It keeps your stuff in the algorithm a little bit. Especially if you're a microscopic channel. Like mine.
What's with the Lucenite?
Energy yield vastly enriched during eclipse.
Plus, they kind of give people a preview of what they're in for. Sometimes you want to make a short segment that doesn't take like 2 hours. I don't know. I appreciate shorts. I don't know why anybody would complain, but it's the internet. They always find a reason. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. It's your channel. It might be more niche, but in the end, you'll probably get more loyal people that stay versus show up, subscribe for a particular game, and then when you quit playing that game, they disappear again. I don't know. I like variety streaming personally.
Alert. Soltari signal detected. Caution advised. Abnormal biomass detected.
But maybe I'm not the demographic. Because I tend not to like the bigger channels often. And it's not just because they're bigger and I'm bitter about it. I just mean, like, I don't know, they don't cover stuff I'm interested in. And like how the editing is and everything too, I don't necessarily like. Because I guess it's edited for, like, I guess younger audiences. At least the popular channels are. Whoever the largest demographic is, that's who they edit for. Yeah, I have to switch it up. My ADD needs a ride, otherwise I'll start dreading streaming. I mean, it's kind of like how I played games back in the day. Like when I rented them, like I never really finished them, so I'd hop from game to game. Over time, if you liked a game enough, you'd like beat it. Yeah, I used to stream at night. I used to catch it. Now it looks like you go in the morning. It's been harder to catch. But I try to keep an eye out on it. That's why I comment on the shorts. Yeah, like back then, like you might only have like maybe like 3 to 5 games and everything else you rented. I'm sure it was different depending on where you're from, but that's how it was with me and my friends. And you borrowed shit between your friends too. What? Meet people in real life? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I ever was good. I just like enjoyed the experience because I knew more than likely I wouldn't see the end of the game. Every once in a while, somebody leave like passwords so I could see like the later levels. At least with like the harder games, like pretty much anything by Sunsoft. No. Surprised this game can run so fast with all these particles. Most games would slow down. Yeah, those are the best when they not only still had the book but passwords. And then eventually like it was a mom and pop shop. I think Blockbuster did it sometimes too. They have a sticker on the back with like tips and maybe a code. But the tips are always like super obvious. Like, get a 1-up to get an extra life. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. Yeah, the booklet was useful so you can tell what the graphics were supposed to be. Hey Ben, what's up? No, I want that one. Thank you. I guess I'm supposed to go this way. Yeah, I'm gonna get the one with the larger number. Did I miss something? Again? I swear, one day I'm out. I know that level on Shadows of the Empire is frustrating. I've done it many times. So many Orbeez. It'd be funny if Orbeez sponsored this game, if they still make them. Oh, I have no idea what's going on. Something must have happened. Well, hopefully everything's okay now. With ever who it was or whatever. Oh. Yeah, that part's frustrating if it was like that speeder bike thing. And you only can see like 3 feet in front of you, so it makes it hard. I feel like by now, as many times as you grilled, you probably have a basic idea of whether it'll be good or not. I'm sure it'll be fine. Sometimes I don't always see the chat. Like when I stopped in, I had just come home. I only had my phone open.
Sheridan wants me back.
He since said it was done.
She talks like it's just routine, but I see the guilt.
Must smell good.
She thinks it's a death sentence. Maybe she's right. We're not equipped to deal with
Yeah,
those things out
I
there.
thought I fell off a really tall ledge. All was dramatic for no reason.
Good, you know. Feel like I'm supposed to be here.
Why is there like giant burners? Is it because of that one level? That's where I left off at when I had to go walk the dog. I tried to sleep for a little while. When I got home, I stopped by the stream and I was like, let me try to take a nap before taking Faye out for an hour. So I don't know if I missed anything else. But yeah, those Factor 5 games, towards the end of them, they kind of get like, I don't know, brutal. Probably a good way to describe it. They never learn like balance difficulty because some of those Rogue Squadron levels are just as frustrating, especially the ones you either have to like protect something or there's a damn time limit. I hate those levels. But then there's other levels that win you over and you're like, this is the best thing ever. So you like struggle with yourself with the game. There's some aspects that are awesome with the game and there's others just like, I don't want to ever play this game. Even with Rogue Squadron 3, it still had balancing issues. Especially with those weird platforming levels where you had to use like the D-stick to shoot. Man, I hate those levels.
Warning. Alpha hostile.
Yeah, that game gets ridiculous. Plus, it's like our early 3D game. So everything feels super experimental. Shit, don't tell me I gotta punch that damn thing. I think I have to. Yeah, I'm not gonna live, but I guess that's what this game's designed to do to you. At least now I know. I'd be grossed out by that.
How am I here again?
No data for the past 1.3 hours.
He looks friendly
To have you back, Arthur.
and turtle-like,
Thought we'd lost you too.
especially with his hunch and his arms behind his back. Kind of creates the illusion of a shell.
Some of
You
them
squint.
changed.
Changed. What happened to them?
It was different for each of them. But a lab and beers.
I'm not turtle enough for the Turtle Club.
It was a mercy when they left.
Let me see the rest of this. The thing probably has like an advanced tracking device on it. We have like the e-bikes and e-scooters here, and the city tracks them. People just can lay them wherever they want, and then a truck comes and picks them up and recharges them. Never used one. I think they're electric. They look like they'd be super heavy if they weren't. You like put your phone on it. I guess it would be an e-bike if it's electric. Yeah, I wouldn't attempt it. Technology's too futuristic. My neighbor had used one of those e-scooters. I guess that one's electric too. And unless it just unlocks it with your phone, I'm pretty sure because she's flying on it and the frame's super heavy. But like I said, I haven't driven myself, so I don't know how they work. But anyway, went flying on it, and they had to like wire back her jaw together when she crashed. But must have been going pretty fast. Yeah, this it says it on the application. Yeah, if they're electronic, I don't hear them. You don't even hear like a hum or anything. Well, the cars are like that, but after a certain speed, you can start to hear them. But like when they're going slow through the neighborhood, all you hear is like the gravel and the wheels. Sometimes I gotta be careful crossing the street with the dog. Sometimes this electric cars will sneak up on you. They're like in stealth mode. It's like a Power Wheels for grown-ups.
Okay, I've got core functions online, but without access to a Solitari network, our primary unit is a shadow of what it should be.
Not such a bad thing. We need help, not corporate oversight.
Oh, it'll still have plenty to say. You know what these things are.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
not quite cars, somewhere in
Over
between.
to you, Arjun.
All right. Let's have it, Primary.
Interface for loadout calibration, Enforcer Devraj.
I remember practice driving on like a little golf cart. Thought that was like the best thing ever. My dad's boss had a house at the river. He would invite us, and they had like a little golf cart. My dad would take me out and let me drive it. Oh man, felt like a professional. I don't have one, so even if I wanted one, I can't get one, so I don't even really think about it much. I just know there's a lot of them around. Yeah, I never got anything that cool. I wish I did. I remember the first time I took the driving test, I had like almost no experience because my parents are busy all the time and I didn't really have access to a vehicle. I remember the lady just like yelling at me. I was like, "Did I do okay?" She's like, "No." Like, damn, you don't have to yell at me. But like, no joke, I would practice like parallel parking and traffic stuff on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on PS2. And thanks to that, I literally passed my driving test the next time I took it.
We haven't had a better lead than this yet.
With barely any like experience.
I know I screwed up earlier, but I'll find them. Trust me.
On the flip side, I was terrified to drive because I had not had the experience. Oh, wow. I think I took mine in 2004. I got mine, I guess, fairly late at the time. It was after high school. But, like, my parents had their own business at the time, so they were doing that. So I was kind of, like, stuck until they were able to, like, take me or someone else. I was thinking about doing some videos with them retro games, but I was having a hard time trying to think of which ones I want to play. Yeah, that'll probably help me make the decision. It's like the rot from Horizon Forbidden West. I wish I had a cool excuse.
This is Alabalawan from Echelon 4. Day 5 on Carcosa. I've left the others behind. They've been useless since Pierce died. They're blind to what's right in front of them. A treasure trove of technology. Value beyond anything we projected in the Lucenite venture.
No one said what happened to A-Lab. For good reason. The bloke's poison, mate. Bloody salt.
Yeah, here. You couldn't get away with anything like that.
Dunno. Don't care.
My grandfather apparently did, though. I've heard stories about him.
So many gone. Tarn, Lena, Beers. There's something wrong with this place.
I was there when Beers walked himself off
With
a
my
cliff.
grandfather, like, if we were the same age, he'd probably think I was pretty lame.
Something's wrong with this world, mate. We need to protect
Why it
the
was
others from
isn't nearly as interesting as his was. Got it. Getting their grill status update. I have headphones on. I can still hear my dog snoring. Alright, where are the main things? Securing the perimeter, I guess. My charity stream.
Why did Beers do it?
He didn't make much sense by then. Kept
Donating and support.
No, shore. That's what he said. He was looking for a shore.
Like the sad Tiny Tim streamers. Hey guys! Thanks for showing up. I find it hilarious, like, when small streamers, like, have their channel go to their head, they think they're big. Speaking of channels like that, yeah, I think I've said that before on your stream. It's like, hey, chat. It's like 3 people viewing, and one of those people is the actual person, like, moderating their own stream. No, it's like some people, like, once they hit like 1K, they think they're like on the same level as like somebody that has like 100,000 views. It's just crazy. I guess maybe because I've been on the platform for a long time, I'm more familiar with how it is. But that shifts sometimes. Not everyone's like that. Sometimes it goes to their head, and then it's just like, for real? We're basically on the same playing ground here. The layout's different, and I don't remember where to go. I guess I better look at the map. Well, I guess I can't remember since the layout changed. I need to figure out how this map works better. I guess I'm supposed to go here. Let me activate the old shield. It looks like Disney's Epcot Center. Yeah, they always have that rendered stormtrooper. Kind of looks like a similar render to the one on the Shadows of the Empire. Not Shadows, the Dark Forces cover. They used to have a videotape you could rent at the store. I think it was free, like at Blockbuster, which was the main place you rented like videotapes out here. And like, yeah, it just would preview like the games coming out for Nintendo 64. And on the cover, they had that Stormtrooper. It was pretty iconic. Even though I don't think it was a launch title, it was more or less treated like when it came out shortly after the console was out. One of the first games I remember playing. One of the only third-party games I remember really liking when I first played the console. Besides that, I mostly like Mario 64 and Pilot Wings. Killer Instinct Gold was kind of fun, but it kind of hurt your hand with that controller. The way the button layout was kind of painful to play. It was bittersweet. You looked good at the time, though. We had Wayne Gretzky hockey. I had a friend, they just got every game that came out. It didn't even matter if they played those types of games. I don't remember much about Wayne Gretzky. It must have been mediocre. Not bad, not awesome. I think after that, like, I didn't really get interested in the system till GoldenEye came out. And then Zelda piqued my interest as well. But I got really into, like, the survival horror games at the time. That was where my main focus was. But I didn't really get into the Nintendo 64 until most of the games on that system had already been released. I think when I finally got one, the only one that hadn't come out yet was Conquer. I still have my copy of that. I don't know how I've kept it over the years. I got Castlevania 64 when I got my Nintendo 64. That was one of the games I specifically asked for. Just the idea of Castlevania in 3D was so cool to me. We're seeing that lightning strike that tree. I thought that was so cool.
Look at me. Doesn't upset me anymore. I will show them all how bright I can shine.
bet he was right up to that microphone when he said that. You can almost smell the breath coming out of the speaker holes. I'll just grab it. I'm still figuring out things. This was the only copy at the store that wasn't smashed. Apparently somebody stacked like a bunch of stuff on the games and it cracked most of the cases. That's cool. Kind of reminds me of that game Scorn a bit.
No sign of beer, Sorlo.
I can't figure out that game. I might use a walkthrough. It's an interesting game, but the puzzles are weird on it. Yeah, I want that.
Offering. Well, a shrine. It's madness. The longer I look at it. God. What did you find out there, Tarn?
I think Lena might still be alive. I was just telling Beers I knew she was okay.
Beers is dead. You told me that.
He was just... nothing, mate. Must be hearing things.
Well, that's not good. But when's the last time anything's been good? Why does this background? I guess I know why. It kind of looks castle-like, but it does remind me a lot of Castlevania. Always like early in the game, you always saw the castle in the background. Was it worth getting all that other stuff? It looks like it is. Read. Sure. At least you don't die instantly when you fall. That would be pretty frustrating. It's a lot more forgiving on that Mortal Kombat collection. But when I rented Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies on the PlayStation 1, every time you fell off the ledge, not only would it kill you, but you had to watch a cutscene of Sub-Zero falling. Oh, it was the worst. Made me want to break that disc in half. But I couldn't because I didn't own it.
I'm guessing I can't break that.
I'm guessing you guessed right.
Kinetic energy required.
You little rascals. I'm glad I don't have to pull the trigger each time. I can just hold it down. Why on earth am I dealing with that thing now? Hey, GB. Working on some new cupcake designs. That's exactly what I sound like every time I get on. I'm like, "What's good, chat? What do you think, chat? What do you guys think?" Chat. Those are the only things I know what to say. Which makes it easy because then I can just focus on the game. It's just like a phrase I have to repeat over and over again. You think chat should ask my mom to make me a Hot Pocket? Push 1 or yes in the comments, chat. Yeah, if you got a packed house, sure. But at that point, come on now, you got 3 people, chat. Oh. That's about as cool as talking in the third person. Me no like this, chat. Michael says no to this, chat. That's the worst. Third person, insane, chat. Me? I've already finished them. Are you talking about the second game when I was playing it? If I ever did a playthrough, I'd probably start from the beginning and play it normally. I recorded a whole playthrough of the first game. I actually made videos of it. I still gotta do it with the second game.
How does this thing work?
Insufficient data.
But yeah, that's gonna take some time. I have no idea. Am I missing stuff? Yeah, some of the stuff wasn't popping up. That's why I was thrown off. I had to reference my phone. Apparently PlayStation struggles with 3 messages at a time. Unless I look at the phone, like, it just flashes on screen for like a split second. I don't always catch everything. Oh, it's not you. Like, I could understand once I looked at it. It's just how it displays. And sometimes if a lot of messages get sent through at once, I guess it picks whatever the last couple were.
I heard Pierce again. So far away.
Jay, you know he's gone.
But I keep hearing him.
It's so surreal how this game changes each time. It feels like you're progressing just because you're seeing new things. How the heck am I supposed to get there? Oh, you'll get them back. Especially how you've been growing subs. That sucks though. When your channel's like small like ours, you really feel the difference even if it's like a few people. Yeah. The shorts definitely do help. I think so anyway. And just being consistent, those are really the two main things. Let me pause it just in case some random thing. Yeah, your shorts are really good, man. They're well edited and everything. I can apparently do shorts on my video editor. I haven't tried it. I mostly just make them through the phone, but I've been using like old footage or whatever. I need to start like filming just for shorts. It'd be cool to at least attempt to edit a few, not to the extent that you did, because I don't know how to do all that stuff without like having to look up tutorials and everything. But just try a few edited ones to see how they turn out. A lot of ambition. I just have to set the time aside for it versus just streaming. That's fair though, because I'd never go there. Beside a handful of times, I went during like the Resident Evil stream, and then I think during a few games like Luigi's Mansion or whatever. But it's not really my crowd. Also, I just hate the mentality of, you scratch my back and I scratch yours. Like, I don't care if, like, I like a channel and they're not subbed to me or they don't watch me or whatever. Yeah. I just only have so much time to stream and watch stuff. So I want the stream to at least be something I'm into. And I'm not saying that content or anyone else's stuff is bad or less than other stuff. I just have specific interests. Yeah, like you understand, and also you've been on here for a while, but yeah, people that are somewhat new, only doing it for a few years, don't always get that. And they kind of get bent out of shape if you try to explain it. But if I ever like show up or leave a comment, it's because I wanted to be there, not because like you showed up to mine one day or whatever. Yeah, with roguelike elements, because it literally changes every time you die. But yeah, you can kind of look at it that way. The same people that made Resogun, and of course, this is more or less a sequel to Returnal. Seems to be more accessible though. Although the games are so beautiful, it's like I don't even mind like playing them if I don't get anywhere. Yeah, hello by the way. Sorry, I was talking about the game before I said hello.
Cache detected.
It's a good game. And I think people are really nostalgic about it. Like you were talking about, like that Stormtrooper. Like Shadows of the Empire was really iconic and important during the early days of the Nintendo 64's marketing. Plus, if you can get over like the technical limitations, it's a really cool and ambitious game. I'm angry that I sold my copy. I wish I would have kept it. At the time, I like needed the money or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, I have Rogue Squadron." Now I regret it. Never owned Battle for Naboo though. It's cool, but I don't know. I just don't like the Episode 1 stuff as much as the original trilogy, as far as the spaceships and stuff go.
Sometimes I catch him staring at nothing.
Still a fun game.
He says he can hear something. The others think he's losing it, but I think he's just scared.
I'll find you. That's why I'm here.
Bash TV is good. You should play it. Oh, using your phone. I was like, it'd be cool if you had like an NES hooked up, because you could play it with 2 controllers. Oh, I guess you could use 2 Bluetooth controllers. That'd be hilarious. Nintendo 64 probably has the best controller for it. out of all like the older consoles. But the problem is that one doesn't have any blood. Or not that much. Can't imagine you not having any gore in that game. They would have to really edit it. Yeah, I know on the NES one it had, and I think anyone except the Super Nintendo, so the Super Nintendo had the 4 face buttons, so that worked really well as another D-pad, but the other ones you could use like 2 controllers. The Genesis and the NES one I know for sure. Can't remember if there's a Master System one. I feel like it was released on everything. Dandy, where's Flight Sim? On my hard drive. I'll probably play it again soon though. I gotta use that Faye thumbnail I worked so hard on for all but my 5 seconds. Yeah, I do too. I just try to space it out. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna fly next to as well. It'd be cool to like figure out some landmarks to go to and just do a whole stream. Maybe do the 7 wonders of the world or something cheesy like that. I gotta get more certifications. Apparently you can put out like forest fires and stuff. I would like to be able to do that. Alright. Do I need some ability I don't have? Probably. Yeah, again. It was one of the photo missions. Except I was flying a helicopter, so I'm pretty sure I crashed into the pyramids a few times. I was piloting that helicopter like the magic carpet on Aladdin when they were working on the Sphinx. Oh, that was a terrible joke. I apologize. They all can't be winners. I remember when we were gonna go see Aladdin, and I really didn't want to go. I forgot what else was in the theater I wanted to see as a kid. I'm sure it was pretty stupid, whatever it was. But I remember not wanting to go and then actually liking the movie and then having to pretend I still hated it.
Residue of biomass matches earlier scans.
Find the Echelon colony. I guess I just better go towards that symbol.
Spatial distortion ahead. Unknown technology. Tracing readings from a previous location.
Sounds dangerous.
I'll take all
That's my name written all over it. Yeah, I love both versions. Even though I think the Genesis ones has like better animation and graphics, I think I like the gameplay of the Super Nintendo one more.
Signal leads underground. I found a tunnel leading there.
Yeah.
Careful, Arch. We have no idea what else is down there.
Back when you get like 2 different games on the consoles versus just ports. I mean, that would still happen occasionally, but a lot of times if you had it like both the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, you would be getting 2 different games. Yeah. Remember when they had RoboCop versus a Terminator on Genesis versus Super Nintendo? Man, the Super Nintendo one's so disappointing compared to the Genesis one. I think the animation and everything and the music is really good in the Genesis version, but as a game, I think the Capcom one's better. And this is coming from somebody who really likes the Genesis one, grew up with it, and it's the one I played the most. Everybody else got Aladdin that year if they got a Sega Genesis, but the reason why this is so embarrassing to admit to, the reason why I want a Sega Genesis is because I loved that X-Men show, the '97 one, and they had like that X-Men game on Genesis, and that's the only reason why I wanted it, because it looked like the cartoon on Fox. Yeah, they actually had Disney animators work on it. Yeah, Clone Wars was good, but that first game was kind of rough. Yeah. Remember when you had to actually restart the console to get past that one part? It was telling you to restart the game and it was confusing. Because you thought you had to do something in-game, but you literally had to reset the console. That was one of those games where, like, it would stop you from seeing the rest of the game unless you played it on a higher difficulty. That was kind of frustrating. But I was like, oh, there's Omega Red. Oh, there's Juggernaut. Even though the game gets, like, a lot of crap. Like, if you were a kid, it was awesome. Great. It's an evil tree fly thing. That's probably gonna destroy me in 3 seconds. Alright, this thing's gonna shoot 1 billion spheres. I gotta shoot these things. Now the thing's just getting nasty. Yeah, he's been playing in some weird, I don't know what he's been doing, but he's out of control. Let me see what else you wrote. Also, I need to use the restroom real quick. No, you kind of had to figure it out. I only knew about it through magazines. I'll be right back. Okay, I've returned. You can all relax now. Had to recover after Groot overdosed on Miracle Grow. Finally got my new pair of glasses today. I can tell that I needed them. I'm like noticing how sharp the font looks.
Now that Primer is online, let's get this place in order.
I've uploaded my scans of the architecture. Build out drones will take care of the rest.
Good work, Kayla, but we still have plenty to do. Get Stack to help you with the cargo brief.
I had to get my prescription renewed when I went to go renew my license. I'm just running circles and look at all the physics. I'm sure that looks super pixelated on YouTube. Yeah. I got a pair of glasses. It's like having a new console.
Won't let you down, Sheridan.
Looks like it's running at higher resolution now. I bumped the graphical settings. Yeah. It made me feel old though, now that I gotta wear glasses in order to drive. But I guess it was gonna have to happen eventually. Now I can see all the particles destroying me in 4K. How do you achieve this? I'll never tell. I don't even know if it's the right prescription. Because when I went to go get my eyes checked, like, my eyes are kind of like blurry anyway because I just woke up to go. They seem clear though. They also didn't wipe the damn lens on the thing. I was like, can you give me a tissue so I can clean this thing? The last person's eye boogers are still on this. It wasn't that bad, but it made the letters harder to read. Yeah. Luke and his mullet perm with his little Farrah Fawcett Charlie's Angels bangs. Yeah, I bet. Threw me for a loop. Yeah, A New Hope has a uniquely 70s feel. Like Jedi and Empire very much still feel like products of the 80s. I always thought Luke was cool. What? He was bullied? I can't be. I'm glad in the special edition I was finally able to see what a Womp Rat looked like. I guess that's the standard edition now. I guess now the standard edition is really the special edition. I think they added more stuff even when they put it on Disney Plus. Like the Ewoks blinking and stuff. Every time it upgrades to a format, they change something. Yeah, some stuff looks better. But I do feel like if they're going to upgrade it, upgrade some of those animations and some of the earlier special edition stuff. They kind of did with like Jabba, but some of the other stuff in Mos Eisley looks kind of off. But there's different parts, like some planets like Cloud City look better than they did in the originals, in my opinion. I'm sure there's some purist out there that'd be like, those plain walls are far better with the matte paintings in the background. That's the one thing that's rough about seeing it at higher quality format, is you can tell like what's a matte painting a lot more clear. The VHS and to some extent the DVDs kind of obscured it a little bit with a little layer of fuzz.
I knew this gig would be a crapshoot. But Soltari really outdid themselves this time. They didn't tell us the colony vanished. But they knew.
I think back then when they made special effects, they kind of counted on that grain.
This is my official resignation.
It's cool how they pull stuff off, like how they paint on glass and then film in front of the piece of glass and then film a set, and it looks like all the stuff that's painting on the glass is part of the background. Like, I love like the making of like documentaries. That's something that you really don't get with streaming that like Blu-rays and DVDs have. Every once in a while they'll add something. Or I don't know what effing direction I should go to. But I should probably figure it out. Alright, I appreciate the mood lighting, but where are we supposed to be going? I guess not here. I guess I'll walk towards this flag because why not? I'm sure I'm just supposed to run into Angry Groot again, whatever new area they put him in. Gonna hit me with that Vine Whip attack. How did you feel about the Sand People sound effect? Push the wrong button. You know how bad I wanted to see like a sand person take off their mask? I was just waiting for it the whole time I was watching Star Wars. Never delivered. Cantina wasn't even impressive to me because all I could think about, I didn't get to see a sand person under their mask. I want to know what that Preya Manus story and like, I want to know what that Preya Manus' story is that's in the background of the cantina. I don't think I've ever seen an action figure of that one. I want to see the prequel movie where they eat their young and bite off their mate's head. Yeah, we'll overwhelm them. Just tackle one.
Jay, you ain't said much about how it's been for you.
What's to say? I was the only enforcer left.
Take the crate dragon egg from them.
Ever wonder why the rest broke and you didn't?
You know what I've seen.
Yeah, and I was there for some of it.
Scar tissue, mate. Or maybe there's nothing else left to break.
I remember in high school there was this one dude, he was hilarious. He would just do random funny stuff. He came in making like robot sounds. Like that guy on Grandma's Boy is walking on and he went to go sit down. I was like, and he looked at the person beside him and he's like, Luke, help me take this mask off. Probably thought he was like out of his mind. And I just remember like cracking up laughing. It's the funniest thing I remember, like in high school to this day. I bet if that person had a life alert, they were probably pushing the button. They're like, I need help. Oh, that probably made his day. I hope he's watching to realize like his story has been told after all these years. I just never thought like he would go into like robot sound effects and quoting Star Wars. The robot sound effects are already amusing, and then he adds that on top of it. That's like getting a cake and then a side of ice cream. Yes, Robot Man, wherever you are, assuming you didn't OD or die after all these years, we summon you.
Stag's so different now. Without a ship to fly, they seem lost.
Stack came here to scout a new world before retiring in the colony. They expected a dream come true, and look what they got.
The technology hasn't been invented yet. I have to wait another 30 years. I gotta remember not to delete this stream so I can look it up. All this stuff floating in the air. I hope he gets his lungs checked after this adventure. This is how I feel during the spring. I see all the cars like coated in yellow. Trying to avoid all those particles. Every time I adjust to the weather, it gets like cold again, and everything blooms all over again when it gets warm. In case anyone was wondering about my allergies, there you go. I guess I'll collect it. I got nothing better to do. I feel like I've seen this actor on a TV show before, but I don't watch many new things, so I can't recall which one. Yeah. I used to take this allergy medicine that works really well, but I don't know. I guess because I've taken it for so long, like built tolerance to it, doesn't work as good. But it's better than nothing. It's usually not too bad after like everything blooms. But it's just the fact that everything keeps doing it over and over again. Especially in my state, it's like subtropical, so it's like infamous for having really bad pollen here. Especially with the types of trees that we have. But since we have seasons, like you never get used to it, because like winter throws you off. I wonder if I'd like having the same season all the time. I probably could breathe better. Yeah, that's all I used to. But it's like gotten weak over time. They need to invent a better one until that one doesn't work anymore. I feel bad for the person that played Rose. You know she is really excited to be in a Star Wars movie. I think they should try to write her a decent story as an apology, but I think probably the actress probably doesn't want anything to do with Star Wars as much as they were bullied and everything afterwards. I heard it like messed them up pretty bad. Yeah. It's kind of like a best of film, really. All of them are. I do like that the sequel trilogy leans more heavily on Ralph McQuarrie's designs. I do kind of like that aspect versus how the ships look in the prequels. That's one positive thing I'll say. I do like the newer designs. Man, my dog is passing gas and it is killing me. how can something so rotten come out of something so adorable? Feel my hair follicles loosening. Like she just released like mustard gas out of her rear end. So aggressive. I'm glad I got down here in time. I need all the orbs. A larger one would have been even more appreciated, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. I gotta figure out where I had to upgrade again. I'm guessing in that primordial soup I keep respawning out of. Sure, I'll take it because it glows. Warning, there's like a little other one. Oh well. I'm not gonna complain, I'm not getting attacked anymore. He doesn't really seem to be phased that he's grabbing onto a gigantic hand.
The only way forward.
Tell me the future. Why do I feel like I'm gonna regret going this way? Well, that wasn't creepy. Why does she have to take a break in between each individual word? Are you quoting that Twilight Zone movie where they're playing the Creedence Clearwater revival? Like, get the midnight special, shine a light on me. Yeah, it's fun. Make sure I wasn't missing any of the chat. Yeah, so far, I guess because everything changes all the time, it makes it feel like I'm making progress, even though I'm really not, although the character is getting stronger over time. Well, that's exciting. Maybe they'll do paint bubbles next. Well, I guess that's better than last time. I guess I need to use that shield more. And the level changes once more. I guess there's not a cleaner way to resurrect from this. Remember there was like a sub menu that I could upgrade stuff. Probably like a console or something.
Last vitals logged 2.5 hours ago.
That's cool that he gets like a lot of engagement with his viewers. Oh, I think this was the menu. Yep. I have a bunch of stuff. What game is he playing? I know he finished Assassin's Creed. Oh, that's not cool. Well, was it on purpose? Because I feel like we know everybody through each other, so... I try not to talk about, like, my stream and stuff on other people's stuff. Or things like that. Even if I'm gonna go and stream, I never say that. I try to be respectful. Not that anybody's gonna leave, but I mean, even if it was one person.
Got an update for me?
Still chasing that signal. There's a lot in my way.
Sorry to labor the point, but we need this one. I'm worried about Stack and Kayla.
I'll find it. No matter what.
I didn't hear anything about leaving. I honestly don't know the people too well unless they talk to me. Or if I somehow stumbled upon their stream. Like sometimes I'll hear a name drop and I'll see them in chat. I'm like, oh, that's who so-and-so was talking about. No. I was surprised. I actually had one of my viewers from like 16 years ago leave a comment. I thought that was pretty cool. Like, have somebody occasionally show up after that many years. Even though I don't have a ton of people, I do appreciate the people that show up. And to have somebody watch that long, it's so appreciated.
So much to do. Garcia's designing a city
Yeah.
of thousands. Kurdal's making sure we don't.
We used to have like a little retro gaming group on Facebook. It was pretty fun.
Delor's keeping us organized. Kira's recording it all, every step into history.
He was like one of the dudes that ran it. He was really cool. He's like, you know this person that's giving you a hard time? I'll be like, nope. And he's like, gone. I was like, oh, thanks. Didn't even have to ask him to deal with drama, just took care of it. Yeah, I miss like the old gamer groups. A lot of them quit their channels and deleted it. Honestly, like our little group, like through Ben's channel and GB's channel and Danny's and Steve's and everyone else's channels. This is like the closest thing I've experienced to any kind of group again since those days. It's been kind of nice, actually. As long as everybody's on the same page. Yeah, for sure. Like, I'd rather have like 30 cool people to talk to than 1,000 people that are like assholes or that I don't enjoy like engaging with. Unless I got paid, then I'd look over it.
Jay, everyone's on edge. How you doing? Yeah.
Was a $1 million man. Everyone has a price. Yeah. LM, the large migraine. You like my new logo? Dude, it's 2 letters. They just glow now. Go back to your snack pack and shut up. Did you just post one, Red? Oh, I think this is a reference to LM. You gotta do this finger thing. It always looked like he was trying to like signal like that people should get like their colon checked or something. I don't know. Finger always rubbed me the wrong way. There you go. 3 pokes. The Pillsbury Doughboy saw that. His head would explode. Remember like pokes on like, I think it was Facebook. What the hell was that about? Yeah. The look at me, viewer. YouTube skip from Napoleon Dynamite. What have you been to an LM? You know, talking to hot babes on the internet. It is. Especially as many times as LM references it. Hopefully not through the app, Red. Hopefully you mean in the Vulcar face. That would be less embarrassing. Although poking someone digitally seems kind of vulgar. Yeah, I remember like leaving AIM and Messenger up all the time as a kid. Like waiting for those sound effects to get that dopamine rush. Like everybody's like away message was basically like your post of how you put on Facebook or MySpace back in the day is usually like the lyric, especially if it was a girl that you're talking to, is usually some lyrics to some emo song. Like, okay, great. We get it. You're deep. You listen to Dashboard Confessional. Yeah, I remember being reluctant to join all that stuff. I was already kind of getting tired of MySpace. People were like, oh, you gotta join Facebook. Because that's how, like, we were making plans and stuff with my friends. And now that it's like a ghost town. Besides, like, family members and stuff. Remember, like, meeting girls at parties? A lot of times before you get the number, like, join Facebook. Weird times. I never really liked it much. It felt very impersonal. Now I don't know what anybody does besides Snapchat and Discord. I have no idea. I never got too far into it. Last time I used anything fancy, I remember like meeting this girl. We wanted to use Snapchat to talk. That didn't last long. That shit was so annoying. I hated it. I'm like, come on, we're adults. This feels like something like a teenager would do. Well, you're in your 30s, man. Some reactors are legitimately funny, and I think they could be good stand-up comedians. It just depends on how good they are at reacting. But there are low-effort react channels, and they suck. But some people are genuinely witty and can pull it off. But I think some people just rely on their attractiveness level, unfortunately, but that's just how human beings are. GB, did you ask for like the DVD when they were done? Like a backup? You should have asked what formats. Maybe they had Blu-ray. Yeah, I don't want to have a Zoom call every time I talk. Especially if you're like nearby. It just feels so silly to me. Usually when I'm on the phone, you want to go? Yeah, okay, bye. If you're nearby. Like, I can understand a longer conversation, like, if you're far away, but just like checking in or trying to make plans, Really? I bet. If you look hard enough, you can find them in Mafia 3. Yeah. Well, that's why only a select few, I guess, are successful. Same thing with gaming channels, really. I hope I get to move soon. It would be cool to do other stuff besides just gaming. I would love to do like grilling videos, because I imagine if I could grill, that's probably what I'd be doing most of the time as far as cooking. Especially now that the weather's nice. I just hate here. I can't control the environment. Can't control what people say in the background. And with YouTube's rules and everything, I don't know, somebody's going to say something effed up and I don't realize it. It's just hard to film anything. What time is it? I don't have to text yet. Danny, you know that's how the secret sauce is made, though. It'd be kind of blasphemous to not do it. What do you think gives that canned cheese the viscosity that it has? Magic? No. I know how to deep fry stuff pretty good too, but that wouldn't be healthy to bake every day. But there's like a special occasion or something, it'd be cool to do chicken wings. Yeah, I think I would enjoy that. I see what some of the gamer people make and what they cook. Maybe they need a video they can relate to. I just stood there and watched as things were hurtling towards me. Like a deer in a headlight for a split second. I was like, what is coming right my way? Oh my goodness. Cook some ramen noodles, stir fry, make a video of it. Be cool if I could film my mom making spaghetti. I'd use the video for reference so I can make it. Yeah, that would be good. I actually have one of those little toasters that you can cook the 2 hot dogs with. And you put like the buns in the middle of it. That thing actually works pretty good. But if you get the longer hot dogs like Nathan's, they kind of like stick up at the top, but they're still pretty warm. But yeah, they taste better than the microwave. I don't know if they taste as good as like if we fried them up with onions or grilled them. I gotta start using that shield. When I was out running errands today, I finally, after all these years, all those videos, and of course I didn't make a video of it, I finally tried Popeye's chicken sandwich. I was actually impressed. It was pretty good. I really liked their seasoning. I thought it would just be like a basic chicken sandwich and they didn't overcook it. I hadn't had Popeyes in a while, so it was a nice treat. I don't really have fast food that much. Yeah, one of the few things that lived up to the hype.
Whatever else you find, tracing the signal comes first.
No arguments here, boss. I hope these aren't fungal spores. That wouldn't be good.
Sparks give me nostalgia about Power Rangers. Every time they punched something or got punched, sparks would come out. I think most of the Power Rangers budget was on pyrotechnics. I wonder how this game decides how to rearrange the levels. Oh, an amusement park of death. I think one of those bigger guys is probably chilling around here. I wish I had that plasma rifle from Doom. Wow, 11-7, look out world. Yeah, it seems like there's the main sections and then they randomize like the little pieces that connect them. place looks unique. Alright, how the hell do we approach this? Some of these creatures look like they're from Stellar Blade. Especially the octopus-looking creatures, the way they move. There's my buddy. Where have you been? I feel like I should have got more health out of that. That's not.
Insufficient.
Okay, I'm going to take a break and stop here for now. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I'll talk to you on the next one. Take care. Bye.